Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco, and today is September 17th, 2022. I almost said August.
I would have just rolled with it.
You would just roll with it.
And Marco's been holding on to all these episodes, so
Yep.
good luck listening to this.
They're all private right now.
Christmas.
They're all uploaded. I just have them on private, so nobody can view them but me and anybody else that has access to the account. So it's like, I sit there, giggle on my own, make inside jokes with myself about the podcast. It's great.
All the funnies. All right, we're just going to get right into it.
Yeah, where should we start? There's a lot of information.
So we take week off, and then Disney Expo happens. We are the worst podcast.
D23.
Does that number change every year, or is it always D23?
That's a good question.
Was it like Disney Expo 21?
Was it D22 last year?
I don't know.
Like, I wonder, because everything that they did announce was for 2023.
What? Did we just break the internet?
Like, was it D22 last year? I have no idea. I'm getting a lot pill identifiers when I search D22.
Marco's also got no antivirus on his computer right now, so...
Oh, I haven't for months. No, it says just D23. Maybe it is just D23.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
D23 Expo 2019.
Oh.
Huh. I want to start off with the big one.
You're what?
Indiana Jones 5.
So did they release that trailer?
They did not release that trailer, but I went to Reddit and somebody had actually the trailer, like they wrote out what happened in the trailer. And
well, tell the people what they did to prevent people from showing it.
So apparently, because I was thinking about this, I was like, they've never used this technique before. Like, I saw the Mandalorian trailer before it was released.
Tell them, Marco. They weren't there when we talked last time.
Well, okay, so
tell the listener.
So they had something over... They used a special screen so that people could not record the trailer when it was being played, which is incredible.
Sorry, I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that information last week.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I told you at the class. That's right.
Right. That's why they were in that class with us, Marco.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
So now you can't record screen.
Well, it's weird because there were other trailers from that thing that were actually, like, recorded and stuff.
So only Indiana Jones.
It was only Indiana Jones.
That's impressive.
Full description of the two things based off of articles. Would you like me to read through?
Have you read it before?
I have read it before.
You have. So you can just hit me with the important things?
Well, it's like they made it very short. I think it was like a 2-minute trailer, but it's barely like a page worth of stuff.
Okay. You want to read it?
Yeah, so it begins with
Hold on, let me close my eyes and paint a picture.
Okay. It begins with the sun glowing over a desert city, then cuts to a rickshaw chase through the street. Audiences see Indy walking across a bridge like the one in the first look photo. You know what that's talking about? Okay. They're running across the top of a train at night, chasing a plane on a motorcycle, riding a horse, and more. It was very fast-paced, but among the images, we saw carts racing in the streets, divers going under the water, and a skeleton popping out. Indy is still teaching, and he walks around in a very busy closet. What does that mean? What is a very busy closet? Are there a lot of people in there? The trailer is filled with shots of Jones walking through the archives, teaching classes, and punching Nazis very hard in the face. Boyd Holbrook's character fires a gun, and a big celebration of people in New York City all duck. He and Indy ride horseback through the scene. We see Indy on a horse in the subway. It's an action-packed first look full of chase sequences, but it also features some flashbacks of a younger Indy as well. It's de-age footage of Ford, as a lot of this trailer features shots of young Indiana Jones, not to be confused with The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones, played by River Jones, I think. Or River
Phoenix?
River Phoenix. That was just in the third one, though. There's definitely a big set piece on horseback in what appeared to be a flashback because Indy looked a little de-aged. Plus, this seems to be taking place at the end of World War II. Because this is placed in the 70s, I believe. Series mainstay John Rhys-Davies is also on hand, giving a monologue about how it's time for Indy to get out of the classroom and back into the adventure. He needs Indy to help him one last time. I miss the desert, Sala says, over a bunch of footage. I miss the city. I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure that day will bring to us. Those days are come and gone, says Indy. Perhaps, answers Sala. Perhaps not. Finally, the footage sheds light on the relationship between Indiana Jones and Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Helena, revealing she's his goddaughter. Interesting relationship for them to bring together. At some point,
do we need a female character in this movie? How can we get her in?
That's it. Yeah. At some point, the two of them are in a bar, and people ask how they're related, and Indy says jokingly, he's her godfather. The footage, which also had some plain action scenes and tomb raiding, ended with Indy unleashing his whip in a bar. He just cracks it a bunch of times and tells everyone to back up. They then all take out guns and shoot as he jumps out the window. He's going to be very old for this type of stuff. Ford gets some great hero moments, grabbing his hat as he leans into a motorcycle sidecar. I don't believe in magic, Indy says, but a few times in my life I've seen things I can't explain, and I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe, it's how hard you believe it, he says in a voiceover.
We know we fucked up with the aliens. I believe I saw aliens. I mean, it's intriguing. Good for him. My thing is just let the character die with him.
So
I don't need this redone.
So there's a big theory that his goddaughter kills him in the end and takes over. That's the theory.
I don't think they're going to kill him.
Well, he did come out and say this is his last Indiana Jones ever.
He said he's not going to get punched in the face anymore for you guys.
I think he also alluded to that this is his last movie ever.
Well, he retired like a decade ago. But my thing is, with Harrison Ford, if you want him in a movie, you just open like an obscene amount of money and he'll do it.
Yeah. Well, you know him and Samuel L. Jackson have like a little like competition they do.
No. What do they do?
So they try to see who can make more money.
Oh, I believe it.
And they have this like little friendly competition that goes on. But even without watching this trailer, I'm super excited for the movie.
I think it's time to rewatch Indiana Jones. The first three are awesome.
Hold on. I want to say people overreact about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I think it's not a bad movie.
I only saw it once.
I don't think it's a bad movie. The CGI is a little rough. Shia LaBeouf has his moments.
It's been so long, and I'm pretty sure I watched it on TV, so I do own it. I bought the box set not too long ago.
Apparently, Marion gets a cameo in this movie, too.
Miriam.
So I can shit on her again.
Well, I was about to say, she was the earliest topic we had on the podcast.
That is true.
For all you hardcore listeners. So, I mean, I just laugh because of all the movies that's been spoiled by these expos. This is the one they decide to use that special screen on.
It's very interesting because there's been a lot of Star Wars stuff and even like Pixar stuff. I don't think they're big into like getting leaked or the Marvel stuff.
I think Pixar's a little different because they know they need to get the kids in, and kids aren't going to be looking up D23 spoilers online.
But like even the Marvel
stuff they should have.
This is interesting that they're doing it for this, but I wonder. It like what's been going on with this movie's been like under wraps pretty well.
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard anything about the script at all. I've seen a few set photos which they were obviously said clearly showed that there was de-aging going on because they had like dots on him and everything. They also at this event they had like set pieces up there. Remember the main villain with the circle goggles that gets his hand burnt in the first movie? Mm-hmm. His outfit's in there, so he somehow comes back. Which will be through the flashbacks, obviously.
Sounds like there's a lot of callbacks.
Well, here's what I'm also thinking. They obviously talk about he doesn't believe in magic, but he's seen some things in his life that he can't explain.
Literally just talking about aliens.
Aliens?
And not Crystal Skull, I'm sorry, and the first one.
The first one, but even like the Holy Grail, how it just like killed people on the spot, but also was
Yeah.
supposed to allow eternity. If you like, he saw that guy in there that's lived for since the beginning of since Christ was born.
So I mean, all his adventures.
Yeah, in Temple of Doom, he saw the crazy stuff where ripping hands into the chest and how that
Yeah.
those stones like.
So he's definitely seen some stuff. I do like the one that wrote this article. Wanted to make sure we weren't mistaking young Indiana Jones with the TV show,
Yeah,
the
that's-
one season TV show.
But like, my question is, are we even sure that these are just flashbacks, or did they actually somehow incorporate time travel?
I don't think they did time travel, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're not flashbacks, but more they have two movies going on at once.
Yeah.
And then they're all going to combine at the end.
I hope this is like a 3-hour movie.
I mean, might as well. It's your last hurrah.
But what if whatever artifact he's going to as well though brings the old back? I think that'd be going too far, like bringing the dead back and stuff somehow.
Oh, you're talking about zombies?
Yeah, but like that's how like these old characters would come back, or like somehow his younger version meets with his older version.
Oh, you're talking about Looper now? No, I don't think they're going to do.
I don't think they do that.
It's going to be flashbacks, and then the flashbacks are going to lead to solving whatever mystery
Yeah.
in current day. It is funny though. We always talk about it. It's like it's in the 70s, so now Star Wars
Yeah.
is a thing in this universe. I just with Indiana Jones, it's like since Crystal Skull was at 09?
Crystal Skull around there, 08 maybe?
08, 09. So it's like we've been Indiana Jones list for like 13 years now.
I think it was 07 because I was in second grade.
Okay, so it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We can survive without it. We have the movies. The movies are good. We don't have to rebrand it. We don't have to have them hand over the hat to someone.
Harrison
Just-
Ford said this one is going to kick our ass. Word for word, he said that on stage.
It's gonna kick your ass. I mean, good for him for doing it though. The only way I say you can keep doing it is if his son wanted to do it, and his
Yeah.
son looked enough like Indiana Jones. Is about the only. Not all characters get to be James Bond.
Yeah.
Where you just James Bond, even originally, I don't think it was set up to be recast and recast.
Yeah.
But that's a James Bond thing. So
I think they really missed out with Indiana Jones, though. Like, I think even back in the day, they could have made way more of these.
the problem was it's a catch-22. Harrison Ford was one of the biggest actors
Yeah.
for well over 15 years.
Yeah.
And then when you were that big of an actor, you don't want to be typecast.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been going through his movies, man, and it's just like he's done a very wide range of roles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of action stuff, but he's done a lot
What's
of...
that mosquito one that he was in?
So I didn't see it yet. I actually bought it. It was on sale for $4.99.
Apparently, it's like one of his most bizarre roles, but people say he nails it.
They say that when he does interviews, that's his favorite role that he's ever done.
Oh, I thought it was Indiana Jones.
You would think so, but it's whatever this Mosquito Coast is. So Mosquito Coast, I watched the trailer. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe this weekend. But what it's about is this guy is a scientist. And he discovers something that's going to... I don't know if it's cure global warming or whatever, but he leaves the company that he was working for with the technology, and he goes to live in, like, the Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's helping the Amazon people, like... I don't know. I guess I'm not explaining it too well, but it's not Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen like a little bit about it. I've always said I was going to watch it.
You ever watch his movie? I can't think of what it's called. But he is an FBI agent or police officer that's in charge of protecting an Amish
Fugitive?
woman.
No, not Fugitive.
It's right around the same time as Fugitive, though. But anyway, so then he has to go undercover as an Amish person.
Really?
Yeah.
It's sad.
He takes
that,
big swings.
It's sad that his time is coming to an end.
My thing is it's not, though. He chose to stop acting like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I respect it. And he's living his best life.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's honestly probably the coolest elderly person you'll ever meet.
Oh, I know. Is it weird though that it's how many movies end at a fifth movie in the series? Like, I feel like that's bizarre because normally you go like trilogy for stuff.
Well, you got to remember, man, Indiana Jones was before you made 7 of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you were lucky to get 3.
That is true.
So, in that sense, you don't need to do a 6th one.
Yeah.
Because then that's why it's just like I wish they would just end it like a movie would have ended in the 80s. Like, story's gone.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I wonder what the artifact is going to be in this movie.
You are really... You know it could be anything, right? Could be a rock. Could be a helmet. Could be a pair of glasses. Doesn't really matter. It's more of a symbol.
I can't wait for this movie.
I really just wish there was like another big name actor in it.
They do have another big name actor.
Is it Benedict Cumberbatch?
No.
Was he-
Nicholson. He was the father in Rogue One.
Well, Jack Nicholson retired because he has dementia. So.
Mads Mikkelsen. Wait, why is Shia LaBeouf in the cast?
Flashback, maybe?
Oh my god, I hope so. That he's in it. But yeah, that's about it.
Oh, no, my thing is just like Harrison Ford can obviously carry a movie,
Yeah.
but why not give him a little help? I guess Short Round's back.
Nobody actually knows that for sure.
Because he keeps showing up to all the press, so...
He was at the press because he's in Loki season 2.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And when he got up on stage, he said, "Oh, I thought this was the Indiana Jones."
That's funny. I'm just bringing up my downloads real quick because I downloaded a bunch of the trailers. So would I forget to talk about them?
But yeah, this is I don't know. I'm super excited for this movie.
You know what's weird? Is we were on like a drought of nerd news, and then D23 hits, and all of the movies industry just released all their trailers.
Well, like, there's also something else. I think this is a good segue into the next one because it's related to Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime now has the rights to Blade Runner, is doing Blade Runner 2099, a sequel television series. Harrison Ford won't be in it because it's 50 years after the sequel.
Right.
But, what's his name? Ridley or whatever,
Ridley Scott.
the one
Director.
that did both. Well, director of the first one, I think. No, maybe he was director for the second one too.
But the thing is, Ridley Scott's like 80 plus. So.
He's staying on as a producer for it.
My thing is that we talked about it a couple weeks ago, man. You're a bigger fan of that stuff than I was. Maybe I just didn't get it the first time. Maybe I have to watch the second one. I just don't need it. I'm not really big on their...
It's a very slow-paced movie, but it has a lot of world building and stuff, and there's a lot of mystery behind it because the biggest thing is nobody knows if Harrison Ford's character is even really a human.
Right.
And Ridley Scott always says, "I think it's pretty plain and simple. You guys should know." Mm-hmm. But it's torn the community apart because nobody knows. But it's also a movie about like this huge ethical dilemma that could be a real possibility in the future.
No, but when it came out, it was pretty far-fetched.
Yeah.
I guess they tried to do a TV series with it before, and it never got off the ground.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I think the difference with Amazon is they will most likely be fine
is it Amazon?
It's Amazon Prime.
Okay. So the other news that came out was HBO Max, which is just like floundering. It's just like exploding.
Is it really?
Just they were hemorrhaging money, they changed leadership, but they just canceled a bunch of stuff.
Didn't they just...
They announced Constantine 2 with John Wick. But in order to do that, they had to cancel the Constantine TV show that was already in production.
Didn't they merge with some other streaming service recently, too?
HBO Max? I don't think so.
I thought they did.
But it's just more of the mess.
Yeah.
And I guess they have a bunch of, like, cartoons that they're working on, like adult cartoons. Like that Harley Quinn show. So I guess they had a Batman one that was ready to release, and they didn't want to release it, so they're selling it off.
Yeah.
So there's rumors that Disney might be able to buy the rights and put Batman on Disney Plus. I don't think they'll let it happen, but that'd be hilarious. That's been mismanaged this far.
That would be very funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to step on you. Go ahead.
Do you want to talk about, like, you saw the Santa Claus trailer,
I was
right?
just going to say, go into that, so that's kind of funny.
So
we're usually not in the same
everybody's favorite
page.
Santa Claus is coming back, Tim Allen.
Mm-hmm. Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Oh, I remember that awful trailer.
Or Santa's a killer.
But yeah, they're making a sequel series where he is trying to find the next Santa Claus. It's
So
I thought it looked. I did not think it looked very good.
Really?
From what I saw.
I'm just at this point in life where I'm just happy that they're doing these things. It doesn't
Obviously, it was a very brief trailer, though.
not to be mean or rude, Bernard looks rough.
Bernard looks really rough.
Bernard, I don't know what they did to him. Like, Bernard looks like he took a beating.
He looks like he got injected with soybeans or something.
Something weird, man. He's just like, I'm back. It's like he can't move his mouth. And it's just like, did you ever read why he wasn't in the third one?
No.
He did it because this show got announced a while ago, and he goes, yeah, I wasn't in the third one because I felt like the story of Bernard wasn't really developed. I felt like the character had more to grow and that they really didn't treat him with how they thought. So I said no. I was like, oh,
He was
gosh.
a very minor character in the movies.
In the first one, he kind of did a lot. Second
Yeah.
one, not so much. But
I wonder how much that affected the third one, though.
my thing is, so the first one came out in like 96, 97. So by the time I got to it, it was just a staple around Christmas time.
Yeah.
You watch the Santa
The
Claus.
first one is so good.
Really good, but it's also like, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of a serious movie that deals with like serious, hey, father-son issues.
Yeah.
And a man that's turning into Santa Claus, so it's kind of funny, but at the same time, his whole life is getting uprooted, and it's kind of got this darkness to it. 2 and 3 came back. I swear they did them in 3 years. They did 2 immediately.
They did that like typical like 2 to 3 year before the next one comes out thing.
Literally, it just went bang, bang.
Because I think 99 to 2005 or 6 was the second one.
Yeah. And then I swear they came out like less than 2 years later. But anyways, you watch 2 and 3 next to each other. It is like it's shot the same way. Everyone looks the same. If you watch 1 and 2 right after each other, you can tell like everything's different.
And the second one is not bad. The third one's a little rough.
You don't like the third one with Jack Frost?
It can be a little. Some parts are a little rough. I haven't seen it though in a long time either.
I watched it last year around Christmas time because I thought the same thing. But the one that plays Jack Frost,
He's doing that show with Steve Martin now.
yeah, I mean he's a famous actor. He's been in everything.
Martin Short?
That's the one. Is just a genius. So I think as an adult, I watch it just to watch him do his thing.
Yeah.
But this TV series I like because you get more
Yeah.
hours and episodes.
I think it's only like 6 episodes or something. So it starts like late November,
Yeah.
and I think the last episode may come out Christmas Eve.
Remember last episode I talked about this, how I like Christmas themed shows that only come out on Christmas? My thing, I think the logic doesn't check out. So he's been Santa since 1996. And now 24 years later he has to retire. You're telling me Santa only lives 24 years?
What
after
if there
becoming
was a-
Santa? Why would you be Santa?
What if there's a massive time jump we don't see, and like his
my
son
gosh.
is completely dead along with the rest of the family?
It's just, he's that opening scene. He's like on his knees in front of his son's grave.
But somehow
What's
Pam.
the kid's name?
Oh, I forget. I forget his name.
Scott?
No, that's his
Scott.
name.
And he's just on his knees. He's like, I failed you. And then, of course, his new kid that they had in the third one is still alive and well.
Yeah, yeah.
I will avenge you. And then the CGI Rudolph or whatever dancer, whatever reindeer is like a goof in the background.
Oh yeah, I remember. Is it Blitzen?
It's one
No,
of them.
it was Comet or something.
Comet. It was Comet.
Yeah, he was a psychopath in the movie.
And Comet's just like licking metal balls in the background.
Faces weird noises.
It's just the Santa Claus is just a dark 6-episode miniseries about Scott Calvin dealing with the loss of Charlie. Nailed it. That's it.
Charlie. After his son went through like 80 years of life.
His crippled body, and he just watches him die. And he's just like, I never wanted to see my son die. This world is not meant for Santa Claus.
I would actually really like.
Oh my gosh. And it just he just goes into a drunken stupor.
I'm surprised that Disney's willing to work with Tim Allen again.
So that's the thing, is I'm surprised Tim Allen's willing to work with Disney after the Lightyear debacle. And it's a debacle because it tanked.
Yeah, do you know he was like going after the Lightyear movie?
Yeah,
he was
constantly.
Like, he's like, that's not Buzz.
Which is weird because they were like, yeah, we know it's not Buzz, that's why you're not in it.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, well, we don't want to watch it because it's not Buzz. And then it's just
They
like
completely shot themselves in the foot with that movie.
the 67-year-old actor, former stand-up, he does stand-up, so stand-up comedian.
Oh, he still does stand up?
Yeah, I almost saw him last time I was in Florida, but it was like an hour away from where we were staying.
How is his stand up? 69 now.
So his stand-up started out a little like edgy, but then it became all about like pretty much his Tool Time character.
Oh, really?
So about how men are different now than women, and
yeah.
but anyway,
Oh, that's the shot right there.
his mustache cocaine bust. But again, that's the thing, is just like the idea that a 67-year-old actor has to go after the company he works for screwing up a franchise.
Oh, wait. Here we go. 94 was the Santa Claus.
Really?
The Santa Claus 2, 2002. Santa Claus 3 was 2006.
Why did I think it was a lot closer?
I thought it was too.
That's weird. But anyways, but again, man, they're gonna pick a new Santa Claus. Why? So they can do another season 2 of the Santa Claus without Tim Allen. Let the character die with Tim Allen. Not everything has to be a money grab, and
well, who even knows that they're going to do another one? And also, why wouldn't Charlie just become Santa?
the thing is, I don't know if Charlie's famous enough to be Santa.
That's true.
Which is the dark side of Hollywood. I just really hope the stepdad is in it.
Judge Reinhold?
Judge Reinhold, yeah. My name is Judge Reinhold.
He should be the next Santa.
I'd be okay with it. My thing is just like, so you got to get someone that wants to do it, that's going to do it for a couple years. But my thing is just like, Tim Allen is that role. And the thing is, it's Cal Penn, right? That's who's announced on the show, is Cal Penn's going to be in the show.
Cal Penn, who's that?
So Cal Penn, Harold and Kumar.
Cal...
It's K-A-L.
K-L... oh, here we go, yeah.
So Cal Penn is a well-known actor. He's in a lot of things. He was famous for... I can't remember if it was House or one of those medical drama shows. He goes, hey, I'm going to retire from acting and work for the Obama White House. So they go, oh, that's cool, man. No problem. And then next week they kill him off in the most gruesome way on TV so he can't come back after 4 years.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But yeah, if you look at... Those were his TV shows. He does like a couple episodes on every TV show.
Yeah, I saw that.
But my thing is just like, Tim Allen is the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Why do I need the Santa Claus when he could just not do it?
Yeah, I don't... It's weird.
But, so you saw the trailer with Peyton Manning?
Yeah, that's...
Who, you know what's crazy, man, is, do you ever remember watching Peyton Manning play?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I specifically remember the games Brady versus Manning. Those were usually insane. I remember the one against the Broncos where they were down probably like 20 points going in the second half and they made the comeback.
Oh, yeah. So my thing is like, I watched Peyton Manning's career when he was... So I started watching football probably 2002, 2003. So he was already established. He came in the league in 1999. He was the best quarterback of all time at that point. But there's a whole generation of people behind you that never got to see him play, that just know him as ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, jokes, Peyton Manning. And I think it's good for him.
Well, no, he was supposed to be the poster child of the NFL. Tom Brady kind of screwed those up for them.
Well, he was for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those were amazing games. But that's why I think it's so funny that he's... Omaha!
I do think that the makeup looked really weird on Tim Allen this time. The beard and stuff looked bad.
If you rewatch the second and third one, they looked odd anyways. Because remember they made like that Santa robot?
I remember.
Now he kind of looks like the Santa robot.
Yeah, that's exactly what he looks. Tim Allen.
I think the problem is technology has taken such a leap since that last one.
Yeah.
That now, in order to use the same makeup they did in 2006, it looks bad.
Yeah. It's just like, look how big and full the beard is. Mm-hmm. But in the Santa Claus's trailer, it looked very like, I don't know, like it looked very like scrunched up and...
So I'm starting to probably...
Like that.
So it's, like I said, he looks like the robot.
Yeah.
So my thing is they probably have to use less of it because he probably doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if it's a TV series.
I love the fat suit he's wearing too. Like he is, that's actually not that. He looks jacked in that. He looks like a lumberjack.
So
We got a beefy Santa this time around.
I mean, I'll watch it. Do I really need a 5-season show about Cal Penn being Santa Claus? Especially now that I know Bernard's all jacked up.
I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be the one season.
I mean, that's fine, but so how's that show end? He retires.
He retires and finds the new Santa Claus.
And that's gonna make me feel good.
Why are they calling it the Santa Clauses? There isn't multiple Santa Clauses.
So that means he's gonna go in, and there's gonna be a bunch of rules he has to follow to get the next Santa Claus. You know how I want the show to end, Marco?
Yeah, it's a mini series, so.
But you know what? Every show's a mini series until it gets picked up for season 2.
That's true. If this does super well, they're gonna. Well, I don't know if they would do that.
This is the thing: is the Santa Claus. They're not afraid to take big swings, which sounds weird, but as far as Christmas movies go, Marco, they take the biggest swings. So what? Was there one where he time travels?
I think that happens in the third one.
Yeah, so he time
because
travels.
He tries going
he doesn't
back,
want to be Santa Claus. So what if instead of time traveling this time, he just dies at the end by falling off the roof? And all 6 episodes where he's trying to find the perfect Santa Claus goes to waste?
Wait, so he is only 65 at this point.
The Santa Claus or Tim Allen?
Scott Calvin.
That's why it doesn't make sense. Why would you sign up to be Santa Claus if you're going to die, or if you're going to have to retire at 65 after working?
Because I thought the whole point was he kind of gained immortality.
And so does his loved ones, remember?
Yeah.
That was the big clause.
But he's on the brink of his 65th birthday and realizing that he can't be Santa forever. He starts to lose a step in his Santa duties, and more importantly, he's got a family who could benefit from a life in the normal world, especially 2 sons, one that grew up in Lakeside, Illinois, Charlie, and one that grew up at the pole, Buddy.
Just really F that kid with that name.
Buddy Claus.
Do you think Buddy and Charlie hate each other?
That'd be awesome if there was like a mini sibling war between them.
How many years has it been?
Let's see, 2006 was the last one, so it's been 16 years.
So Buddy's 16 and Charlie's probably 32.
Yeah, I don't even know how old.
It's going to be the most awkward thing when Charlie's just picking on this 16-year-old kid. You got the dead I never got.
He is 36.
We have gone so deep into Santa Claus. I mean, again, I'm just happy Tim Allen gets to do it again. But again, I'm just surprised after that whole Buzz Lightyear fiasco that he even wanted to do it.
Charlie is confirmed to be in this, too.
You were always supposed to be there for me.
Doesn't he say at one point in the movie that he's going to take on the mantle of being the next Santa Claus?
Oh my gosh, and he just doesn't pick Charlie. He picks Buddy instead.
He picks Buddy.
He's like, look, Charlie, I didn't want to say it, but you're kind of a turd.
Remember all those problems you had in high school? You're on the naughty list forever, bud.
You're a big old turd, Charlie. Hilarious.
All right, I don't
go deep in the weirdest things, man. Like, remember when
I know I can't.
Buzz Lightyear, like 2 years before Buzz Lightyear came out, we broke down the cinematic universe of Buzz Lightyear.
Is this all the Disney talk that we were being accused of?
That was a couple weeks ago, so I don't know what we were talking about.
Yeah,
I have to go back and listen to that.
Uh-huh.
So a couple things.
Oh, the Muppets Mayhem was announced, which I don't know what that is.
So my thing is like,
wait, what is
the Muppets are the Muppets. There's only so much you can do with the Muppets, but every other year they try so hard to bring the Muppets back, and I just love it. I love that they won't let the Muppets down. That's just like, Muppets go to Connecticut. They even did. Oh man, it's on Disney Plus, bro. You should watch it. It's an Office series of the Muppets. So when The Office was really popular, they decided to do a workplace Muppets.
Oh jeez.
And they have the one camera angle. They do the solo interviews, and it's the Muppets doing a late night talk show. It's so funny. At one point, Animal. I don't know how deep you go into Muppets, but you know Animal the drummer.
No, I know. I just know Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Okay, so that's even funnier. So Animal is the drummer, and he goes crazy. And they go, "Hey, you and your band should come on the road." And they're like, "Oh, Animal can't handle the road." And they go, "Why? What happens on the road?" And Animal just looks so sad, and he beaten down. He goes, "Too many women, too many towns." So ridiculous. And they just did a Halloween special. Man, Disney wants the Muppets so badly to be back. But kids don't care about them.
Yeah, like I barely know about them.
Right, you miss the Muppets.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians was announced.
Is that the third one in a series? Because I don't think I ever saw him, because I thought it got canceled.
No, I thought this is a new TV show, and I think they're starting from the beginning.
They're rebooting Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
No one watched the original Percy Jackson. Marco, deep dive into this quick.
I have no idea because I know nothing about Percy Jackson. I know people loved it back when I was in school, like reading it, and I just typed in Pervy Jackson.
It's a different thing pops up. Marco doesn't have a... Marco's one's on my wireless, so that's going to screw us up.
This just became, whatchamacallit, the Tom Segura's Hard podcast or whatever he does.
What's that? He just looks up porn?
He looks up extremely inappropriate stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Everything you need to know. Yeah, it looks like it's like a whole brand new thing. Like it's like just starting from the beginning, a reboot.
My thing... That's gotta suck.
Yeah, it's a reboot.
They're rebooting Percy Jackson. And again, I never watched it, but someone must have liked those movies. I could have sworn Percy Jackson tanked,
Yeah.
but it's a major book series, so maybe they'll get it right this time.
Season 3 of High School Musical, the musical, is coming out.
Are they getting the original cast back?
No, this is the same, like, whatever weird TV show reboot they did. But also there's a rumor that they're making a 4th High School Musical movie with the original cast.
That's so sad.
Because Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens were both posted that they were at the original high school a month apart from each other.
I mean, people love that stuff. That was after me.
Yeah.
So
that was during my time.
You just have a shirt on underneath with whatever.
I'm a big Zac Efron guy.
For the record, I'm a big Zac Efron guy. His movies, like his comedy movies,
great.
Hilarious. I guess he's going through a lot of shit the last, 5-10 years.
Yeah, he,
got super depressed while filming Baywatch.
Uh-huh.
Because he got so shredded that it screwed up his body.
Mm-hmm.
He got into some sort of car crash that, destroyed his jaw.
No, that didn't destroy his jaw. He was running around his house with just, socks on, slipped, fell, nailed his jaw on a fountain in his house.
Ooh.
And he completely had to get that restructured.
And
he battled alcohol issues and stuff a lot in the past.
That was early too. That was
that was post High School Musical 3 stuff.
But when he was still doing movies, so
it was around 17 again.
You know what's funny is McAfee talks about meeting Zac Efron in the Colts locker room after a win, and he's like, "Hey man, you should come party with us." And he's like, "I'm about 6 months sober." And he goes, "Probably not then." And kept it moving.
He seems like a pretty genuine, cool guy.
If you watch The Neighbors 1 and 2, hilarious.
Yeah.
Baywatch, I watch once a year, hilarious.
Yeah.
Why do I watch it once a year? I don't know, Marco. Sometimes I just want to watch The Rock and Zac Efron do their thing.
There's a bunch.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. You ever watch Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates?
I have not seen that one. I heard that one's really good.
I like it.
There's a bunch of other stuff they announced that I don't know. Wait, there's National Treasure: Edge of History got announced?
Yeah, that's a TV series, but Nicolas Cage hasn't been announced.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was something. Pedro Pascal said he's trying to get Nick Cage to be a Mandalorian on The Mandalorian with him, which would be so funny.
Nick Cage, I think, man, is on the brink of the biggest comeback in Hollywood history.
If he's on The Mandalorian...
And the thing is, when Nick Cage is a really talented actor. He just does stupid roles.
Yeah.
But now these last couple movies he's done, people are buying into the Nick Cage Kool-Aid again.
Yeah.
So, if he does that, man, he's back.
Oh, yeah. Back
in a big way.
I didn't know they had this show called Big Shot with John Stamos in it.
Oh, season 2? When does that come out? I like it.
It's only supposed to be a mini-series, but it looks like,
I knew they were doing it, but...
Big Shot...
So while you're Googling that, I'll tell you what it's about. So Big Shot is,
October 12th.
No way!
Yeah, that's the premiere.
That's so soon.
It is so soon.
No, so Big Shot is, so anyways, John Stamos is a basketball coach for a college team.
Okay.
And you ever hear of Bobby Knight?
No.
So Bobby Knight was a historically famous college basketball coach.
Okay.
And he would take his chair he sits on, like the chair I'm sitting on here, and whip it at the refs.
Yeah.
And he would scream, and it was like a different time, so he'd push his players, he'd get in their face, he'd yell, scream, but he won, so everyone loved him.
Yeah.
He had a big, bright red sweater.
Oh.
So anyways, like, the early 2000s happened, and it turns out, oh, you can't do that to kids anymore. So he got canceled before canceled was a thing. But he famously whipped a chair at a ref. But anyway, so this is John Stamos. He's a college basketball coach.
Uh-huh.
And what happens is he whips a chair at a ref, but it hits him in the head.
Yeah.
Hospitalizes him, so he can't coach in college anymore. He gets canceled, and then the only thing he can do is...
I know, you see that picture.
The only thing he can do is coach high school girls basketball coach instead of men's college coach.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Mickey Mouse, it's a bubble gum, it's a feel-good sports TV show. I would never recommend it to you. Don't watch it. You won't like it, but I like watching John Stamos do his thing. You want to save that for when we got Joe on the podcast?
That's what I was going to ask you, if we should save for when Joe comes.
We got so much. This is one of those rare episodes where we actually have things to talk about.
This is the comeback that everybody wanted to happen.
That's what we need.
We'll
tease that.
That's such a bad picture. It's, there was one other thing. They announced like the Suicide Squad version of Marvel.
Yeah, the
I forget the name of it, but it has Winter Soldier in it, I think.
The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts, yeah.
So Thunderbolts is actually in the comics.
Yeah.
And what they've been doing with these Marvel TV shows is they have Elaine from Seinfeld, the actress, she was on Veep, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps showing up in post-credit scenes, and she's like pretty much doing what Nick Fury did with the Avengers.
Yeah.
Is at the end of the series, she comes in and be like, hey, I need you for my team. This is what I'm paying. So you got the knockoff Captain America, Black Widow's little sister, Florence Pugh.
Okay.
Who is hilarious. She's my favorite. You have the guy, the Red something from the Black Widow 2 movie, Black Widow 1 movie.
I know who you're talking
Russian
about.
Captain America. And
is that her father?
It's been out for 2 years. It was the spy that portrayed her father.
Okay.
And they all went undercover together.
Okay.
So I'm excited for it. Let me look at that picture real quick. My problem is they have too many guys.
Oh, like in the cast?
Right, so Sebastian Stan is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Taskmaster is also in it. From that, they were going really hard in that Black Widow movie. They just took 3 of the
How's
cast
Winter
members.
Soldier becoming a part of it? Because hasn't he turned good already?
Yeah, and Florence Pugh isn't bad.
Oh.
She's a good person. So
I wonder if because they do have that prior history, if it's like a mediator type thing.
And Taskmaster's a villain, so it's like it's a weird team. So you just never know which one's getting blackmailed, which one. But Sebastian Stan goes, his favorite part about being on the Thunderbolts is he doesn't have to work with Anthony Mackie anymore. Which bums me out because I guess everyone hates Winter Soldier and Falcon. I didn't know that. Everyone I talked to hates it.
Oh, they hate it?
Yeah, but I liked it a lot. So.
I never watched it. And he was more saying that now he's able to... It was not that he hates working with Anthony Mackie.
Oh, no,
just,
they troll each other in interviews. That's
but it's also like... it's that separation type thing where it's like doing your own project now.
No, I think it's literally they just troll each other. A couple other things. They announced the trailer. They released a Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson coming back to Earth.
Yes.
Honestly, man, I like Amelia Clarke.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Han Solo movie and Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I like her really a lot as an actress.
Yeah.
Like even her normal roles, like where she's not in this universe. So, I'll watch it, but my thing is I really just don't care about this alien race that shapeshifts.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't see it. I didn't really care when they did it in Captain Marvel. So, I'm a couple episodes behind on She-Hulk, but you're not watching that anyways.
I haven't watched any of it. I heard that there was quite a bit of backlash some people have, specifically when Megan Thee Stallion was in there.
I think everyone just likes to hate things now.
That's true, yeah.
And I've gone so far the other way where I just appreciate the stuff's getting made. You watching the new Rick and Morty, or are you waiting until it comes on streaming?
So, don't you have to watch them on Adult Swim when they first come out?
It would be Adult Swim, yeah.
I have to wait till they come out on Hulu, unless it's on HBO.
No, not the new episodes. What I end up doing, like Rick and Morty, I want to watch a good quality episode. So I end up just paying $12 and I just buy it
Yeah.
so that I can watch it the next day. Amazon, you can do that on Amazon or you can do it on the
Yeah.
Adult Swim used to have an Adult Swim app where you could watch it the next day, but I don't know
really?
if it's still up. All right. Star Wars news. You want to get into Star Wars news?
Star Wars. There is Star Wars news?
Yeah, you didn't see the trailer for the new Tales of the Jedi?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know that came out. I saw the Mandalorian trailer in full quality finally after watching that ripped version from the screen.
I didn't know they released that one. I didn't really watch that one, but no. So Tales of the Jedi is the same ones that did Bad Batch and Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They are doing. It's almost like before the prequels, so Count Dooku's still good.
Yeah. I knew that.
Okay, so Count Dooku's still good, and they're kind of watching him go bad. So Liam Neeson is in it,
Yeah.
doing the voice of Qui-Gon, and
But his son does the voice of young Qui-Gon.
does he? Mm-hmm. Okay, it just sounded the same. So
Well, I think it switches back and forth depending on the era.
So they didn't really give too much away, but somehow the actor that plays Princess Leia's dad in the prequels has become the most important part of the Star Wars cinematic universe because he's in it. He is in everything that's Star Wars. Somehow he is in every galaxy and every.
Oh, Princess! I thought you were talking about Padme for a second. I was like, who is her dad?
No,
but you're talking about Bail Organa.
Yeah, he is in the cartoons. He's in the movies. He's in the series. He's in the other cartoons. So
He's not in anything post episode 4 though, because Alderaan got blown to smithereens.
Sorry, pour one out for Alderaan.
Have you ever seen there's this fake Lego set that goes around trying to be sold, and it says Alderaan, and it's a bunch of just brown bricks. And that's it.
I kind of want to make that and start selling it.
Well, no, it's not. It's not even. It doesn't even. You don't even put them together. You just dump the bag on. That's Alderaan.
It's so bad. Oh no! What I mean is, I want to sell that and see if I can make it.
Oh yeah.
Little Mermaid broke the trailer.
I saw that.
You a Little Mermaid guy, Marco?
I never really saw. Joe was a big Little Mermaid guy. I hope you
Was
know.
he?
When he was younger, that was like the only movie they had around the house.
Weird.
I think so I'm weird about these CGI movie things that they're doing. Because
live action Disney.
Well, no, I don't like how much CGI. Like it's really just like the people in it are the.
You want them to film underwater in an ocean, Marco?
No, it's just like because even the people, when the CGI starts being added onto them, it's starting to look weird. What I would prefer they had done is just recreate the actual cartoon in a CGI environment and 3D animate those characters.
If we were a real show, I would pull back all the times you talked about how exciting it was that Star Wars has this new CGI technology. You just get shitty when non-Star Wars people use it. That's all it is. That is all it is.
No.
Because it's a Little Mermaid that doesn't have a lightsaber.
Let me tell you
it's
this.
Not cool.
It looks way better the way they use it in Marvel movies Star Wars movies. This looks lazy sometimes.
You're telling... Wow. I don't know why I'm defending the Little Mermaid, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're just mad that... I'm not going to go there. What about Pinocchio, Marco? You watched Pinocchio? They gave that one to you for free.
Actually, I did not watch the Pinocchio trailer yet.
I heard there's some backlash. Is there something wrong with Pinocchio? Oh, no, it's out. Came out last week.
Oh, it did come out last week.
It was part of their Disney 23 Expo.
Yeah, it's got a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
My thing, Pinocchio, isn't like one of my favorites to start with, so I probably won't watch it, but...
Wow. Those are some interesting scores. Visually dazzling, but soulless. The largely inert Pinocchio reaffirms that you should always let your conscience be your guide, away from unnecessary remakes. Doesn't Tom Hanks play the guy in that.
Does he?
I think it is Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks does like 6 movies a year. Jeez.
Yeah, I think he does play the guy.
Did they have any Black Panther news that you heard of? I didn't hear anything.
No. Doesn't that come out in November?
Soon, yeah.
And nobody really knows anything about it.
So WandaVision director Matt Shakman was revealed to be helming Fantastic Four. Opens 2024, November 2024. He did a good job with WandaVision. I was just bummed because they had the one doing Spider-Man. Was originally going to do it.
Oh, Watts?
Yep.
I think he's all in on Star Wars now, though.
I think that's what happened. Captain America New World Order will see Tim Blake Nelson, last seen in 2008 Incredible Hulk, return as leader and presumable face against Sam Wilson. So Sam Wilson is going to be Captain America in the movies.
Ooh.
All right, Thunderbolts lineup was revealed to be Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. I think that's Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Ghost, Red Guardian, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent, and Taskmaster. So we got them.
Black Widow?
Yeah, Florence Pugh took up the Black Widow mantle.
Okay.
Werewolf by Night will be the first MCU Halloween special when it hits Disney+. I haven't seen that trailer.
For which one?
It's called Werewolf by Night. It's just a Halloween special.
That's just the the TV special type one?
Yeah. But my thing is Moon Knight's first appearance in the comics, the actor or the character was called Werewolf by Night. So I don't know if he plays into it at all, but Ironheart will see Tekken Magic do battle with Anthony Ramos debuting as Parker Robbins / the Hood when the series hits Disney Plus next year. Secret Invasion got its first trailer.
Ooh.
Armor Wars will pick up where Secret Invasion left off, with Rhodey getting a bunch of new War Machine style suits. 6-part Disney Plus series starts shooting next year. You know what's funny about the one that plays Rhodey, famous actor?
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. We are so bad at this.
I got it.
No, I mean like the idea that we can't pull these famous names.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second we have these microphones going, we don't.
Well,
know
to be
anyone's
fair, I
name.
have no idea what he's been in other than Marvel. So.
Oh man, he's in everything. Go, Marco. You want a feel-good movie? Go watch Hotel Rwanda tonight.
I can't even tell you what Chris Evans is in. I can't even tell you. I've only know Tropic Thunder that Tony Stark was in, and that's not even his real name. Benedict Cumberbatch. I have no idea what else he's been in other than Sherlock Holmes.
That's Sorry.
What?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. I don't know who are the other guys. Mark Ruffalo's done nothing.
Mark Ruffalo is a classically trained actor.
Okay. Scarlett Johansson. I have no idea.
How dare you.
Let's see who else is there. A guy that played Bow and Arrow dude. I have no idea what he was in. He was in a tag movie at one point.
I watched that recently. Solid.
Okay, it's solid.
But you heard the story about that, right?
Oh, then he fell off the chairs and broke a bunch.
He broke his arms a week before filming, so they had to have his arms in braces, but they had green screen, so his arms are all green screened. The entire movie,
because he fell off the top of chairs or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, let's see what other ones.
I'm gonna stop you there. Anyways, so Don Cheadle isn't even under contract with the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore.
Oh, really?
Right. So I think this Armor Wars is his last one. So they either have to re-up his contract, or he said he might just be a free agent, and if he sees something interesting, he'll sign up. If
okay.
Just do one movie deal.
Or just kill him.
Oh, that'd be so bad. They're just destroying the Iron Man franchise.
I hope he just falls out of the sky and dies this time.
It's so dark.
Because that's how. Remember, he lived last time.
Loki season 2 hits Disney Plus next summer. Like you said, Short Round will be in it. Echo, which streams on Disney Plus, quote-unquote, soon, got an exclusive trailer full of striking Native American imagery and features the return of Wilson Fisk. Ooh.
I hope that Short Round... Okay, this is completely off topic now. You brought up Short Round again? So he's been increasing his roles recently in the past few years.
They said he's got a comeback coming.
So there is a high chance that he could still actually be in the Indiana Jones.
That'd be cool.
But it would be even funnier if they used him and DH'd him back to Temple of Doom him.
To kid him?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious, but also what if he's the big villain?
That would
that
be
Indiana
interesting.
Jones abandons him and he gets like thrown into like prison or something
It would
for
be
all
like
of Indiana Jones's crimes.
it would almost be like kind of like the Winnie Pooh Blood and Honey movie.
Jeez. And then the last one, Daredevil Born Again, 18 episodes.
Daredevil.
I'm just going to go through the Disney news. Like you said, Mandalorian trailer was released. Andor got its final trailer. Ahsoka live action series.
Yeah, Andor comes out on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, not excited.
You heard Ahsoka is going to have the Jedi from that awful Rebels show that burned. Ezra Miller, yeah, is going to be in it.
That awful show that you said wasn't that bad, but then decided that there was only a few good parts in it.
They burned me so bad, Marco. Never again. So bad, I don't even think I'd watch my kids will watch it. Bad Batch Season 2, I got to get on that. I only got 2. I watch an episode, then I forget it exists. So. Tales of the Jedi we talked about. Last one, Young Jedi Adventures, an animated series created for preschoolers and set in the High Republic.
Yeah, it's for
era.
Disney kids.
Sign us up, Marco. Oh, did you see the picture?
No.
Show you the picture there.
Oh wow, that's adorable.
It's pretty cute.
They have a Smurf in there.
I hope it's not canon. Lucasfilm Indiana Jones we hit. Willow 8-episode Disney Plus series. Return to the world of the 1988 movie. We'll get another trailer ahead of its November 30th premiere. You ever watch Willow?
No. But that's one of George Lucas's like few actual like Lucasfilm things that he made in the past.
Right. I keep going to watch it. It's on Disney Plus because if it's good, why not?
Yeah.
It's got Val Kilmer.
Oh.
It's got like a cult following. It's like a Lord of the Rings type
So
show.
they have Batman in it?
A Batman.
A Batman. One of the 3 Batmans over the span of 4 movies.
Oh, the Batman.
The Batman.
We also got our first glimpse of Snow White live action remake. I'm sorry, but do you have to get going?
No.
There's just a lot of news.
You know
so.
what's crazy? Is how recasting was just like this thing that they just did back in the day.
Right, and you just accepted it. Like, to the point, like, Val Kilmer was a really good Batman. And then he was like, yeah, I've signed up for 3 movies. They started filming the second one. They never called me. And I heard through my agent that George Clooney's the new Batman. He goes, I didn't do anything wrong. The movie did really well. And meanwhile, Michael Keaton did it twice. And then they replaced him with Val Kilmer. You just accepted it.
Nowadays, there's so much backlash that there's recast.
Dude, the last time you can recast somebody like that was when James Rhodey got recasted between 1 and 2. And that was the last time.
And then we got Terryology.
Yeah. Got Terryology. And that was the last time. Now you can't do it. The fans will, like, uproar. How dare you? So, first glimpse of Snow White live-action remake, which stars West Side Story's Rachel Zegler.
I had no idea there
Snow
was a
White.
live-action one coming out.
And Gal Gadot as the evil queen.
Oh, man. Quite the downfall.
Can we have a hot evil queen?
Is
that allowed? Marco, like...
It may up the level of it now.
I didn't watch the new West Side Story, but now it's going to be like... Now I'm going to feel weird watching it. Why is the Israeli actress being a villain? Not cool, Marco. But we do have a Latin American lead Snow White. Which one do we root for, Marco?
The Israeli one.
Racist.
What?
You a Hocus Pocus guy?
My grandmother used to be a big Hocus Pocus guy.
Hocus Pocus 2 will be released on September 30th.
I thought there was already a second one.
No. This one kind of blows my mind a little bit. Now that we're talking about these, we're going hard, man.
Oh yeah, we are.
We got a glimpse of Mufasa, the Lion King, the prequel coming from Moonlight director Barry Jenkins. The story of Simba's father, July 5th, 2024. Did we need this? Who's doing the music? Will there be music?
I have no idea.
A live-action Lion King Mufasa movie? Who's the guy that plays Darth Vader? His voice.
The voice, James Earl Jones.
Is James Earl Jones in this bad boy? Is it young Mufasa?
They couldn't even get him for Darth Vader this past year. I don't think they're going to. Actually, they do have a database with his voice though.
Simba, come to the light. Why does he sound like Darth Vader? Oh my gosh, man. Peter Pan and Wendy, which stars Jude Law as Captain Hook, will stream Disney Plus 2023. And we get a look at Haunted Mansion based on the Disney Parks ride. Jamie Lee Curtis stars.
This is way too much. Why can't they like drip feed this stuff to us? Why do they have to release it all at once?
Well, you and me had nothing to talk about for 2 months, and then they just like...
And then they just hammer us with like everything.
Yeah, so not a lot of stuff for me and you, but a lot of things for
and
other
then
people.
the other day they announced the whole new Call of Duty this year.
Hold on one sec. I don't like that they didn't invite Eddie Murphy back for Haunted Mansion.
What is Eddie Murphy up to these days?
He's
I
retired.
hope he's making a new album.
Like a comedy album or a music album?
Party all the time. Party all the time.
You joke, man. #1 hit.
It's great. I think we should play it at the gym one of these days.
We could.
See how much backlash we get for that one. I heard people really hated that song.
It was one of the worst songs, but somehow it went to #1. Michael Jackson was on it.
Because it was Eddie Murphy.
I think Eddie Van Halen might have...
Wait, Michael Jackson was on it?
Michael Jackson wrote it.
That makes it even better.
But you gotta remember, that was heyday Michael Jackson. He couldn't put out anything that
Was that
bad.
before Neverland?
The Ranch was active at the time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, buddy, you were talking about your Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, no, they just they announced like the whole thing this year. I played the beta yesterday. Terrible.
When's it come out?
October like 19th or something.
Oh, okay. So you're just taking that week off?
No, I'm not taking that week off.
No.
I'm not buying it. I don't think as of now.
Really?
It's really bad.
You'll buy it. You take mom's credit card to the bank?
No, her credit card's set up with the PlayStation, so you know.
I might have to buy a desktop. They released those Spider-Man games
Oh yeah.
for the desktop now.
You know what's crazy is
Rap to me.
what
What's crazy, bro?
is
Welcome back to our new segment. You know what's crazy?
there's this whole thing with desktops though,
Mm-hmm.
where games aren't running as well on the desktops as they are on consoles.
Say what?
There's like way more like frame tearing and everything happening with them, and I don't know. Like, I know the games are being more developed for the consoles at this point because that's the larger base, but you would expect that PCs they would run perfectly fine on.
I think part of the issue is you're taking a game that was designed for one system,
Yeah.
and then having to redo it.
Yeah.
And how much effort are they putting in? All right, man.
They better be putting a lot, and they make millions off of these things.
We killed it this episode.
We did kill it.
Anything else you want to talk about, or?
No, but we'll give you a sneak peek for when Joe's here. Brendan Fraser talk.
The comeback. All right, guys. We've been Nerds in the Gym. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco.
You guys stay classy.